1700 and it's interview time for the Christmas special.
It is, absolutely. We're here with Matt Purcell. He is in the studio. He is loving it. He's got a radiant glow because it is Christmas time and everyone has a radiant glow.
I'm a little bit disappointed you haven't donned your hat for this special occasion,
Absolutely.
Matt. Very smart. No. Now, at the age of 12, you were given a guitar for Christmas.
Yes,
now,
I remember that.
Suffice to say that that was probably one of the best Christmas presents you've ever received.
Yes, it was. It was one I had to use my brain for.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I want to know, what was the worst Christmas present that you've ever received?
I had an auntie. Unfortunately, she's passed away now, but she had a moustache. And her name was Auntie Moo. Yeah, like yours, but white. It's kind of like Santa, Mrs. Claus, maybe.
Probably thicker than mine as well.
Oh, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Because
but
mine
anyway,
isn't really much.
I love how you take a stab at your own masculinity.
She kind of had, toward the end of her life, she kind of lost it a bit, and she got colouring in books mixed up between me and my sister. So I received a Cinderella colouring in book. Wow. And I kind of looked at it going, thank you very much.
What did your sister receive?
She received like the Batman one. I think she got. I think you got mixed up. It was all right, but I was just thinking. I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. The question is, did you use it? Did you colour the Cinderella in?
I think I drew a moustache on Cinderella just to be a bit funny.
Why are we talking about moustaches all of a sudden?
Next question.
It's not about moustaches. It's not about moustaches. Now, Matt, you recorded your first album at 16 from cyberstalking you. I found that out. And what was it like? Such a pretty young, like a very young age to start sort of recording professionally. What was it like?
I mean, in school's all about fitting in. Yeah. It's not, if you stand out, you're picked on, you're a target. Yeah. So it was kind of like you're popular, and popular isn't really cool, but I was hated and loved at the same time. So I received a lot of criticism and, you know, what are you doing?
From kids at school?
Yes, kids at school, even my mates, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of people older people supported me, so it was really good. I felt a bit alone in it, to be honest, because none of my friends really were doing it. Yeah, yeah. But it was really cool. Like I started. If I didn't start then, I wouldn't be where I am now. Yeah, so I encourage anyone to do it.
Exactly.
Now, interesting fact: you were actually adopted from South Korea at 4 months of age, and
I don't remember that.
No, yeah. But you reside in Newcastle in Sydney. How did you find growing up in Australia? And when you first went back, how did that feel in comparison?
Newcastle, like, it's different to Melbourne and Sydney. It's like Spot the Australian in Sydney. So we had Newcastle. It's like Spot, like, I mean, the Asians aren't very populated where I was when I was younger. So I kind of was. It was really difficult when I was younger. I had a lot of racism when I was a kid.
Right.
You know, I had to get through that. You know, like kids would just kind of go, "Oh, how come you don't look like your dad?" Because my dad looks like the old president, Bill Clinton. He's got grey hair. He's holding this Asian boy's hand to school. It's like, how come you don't look like your dad? And it's like, shut up, man. Don't worry about it. It's okay. But it was unique. And I only just recently went back to Korea, and I just did a tour there, and I visited the orphanage I was adopted from. And to find out the story, my mum was a young woman. She lived on a farm, and fell unexpectedly pregnant, and she had to hand me over for adoption. I was a young kid. And I just feel real grateful because I've been given a second chance in life, and I kind of understand and appreciate what I have, because I could be still a farm boy in Korea. Yeah. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, you recently recorded. You found your single "Save Me." You finished that. Now, was that good to finally hear it finished? Like, you called it perfecto. Was it just great to finally have it done?
Musicians would understand that if you do it properly, you do guide tracks. So guide tracks are kind of rough. Kind of, you know, just a rough idea of how the song goes structure-wise. Yeah. But to hear it, like, you know, save a little bit of money, go to a proper studio and hear it all in tune, really like panned out properly. It's just like, wow, the idea has come to life, and it's like, wow.
Yeah,
this is really cool.
Now, if you guys would like to hear more about Matt Purcell, head to his MySpace. It's myspace.com/Matt Purcell. And Matt and his band will be back after the break for a little bit of a performance. You're on 1700. Thank you so much.